Hey, I'm Kay, just a girl making ridiculously crazy builds in The Sims. Come check them out. Welcome back. This week's video is on Belle's cottage with Maurice and Philippe still living there because it's their house. Belle just lived with her dad. So, yeah, they still live there, obviously. She lives up in the castle, which I did actually download. Not download, upload. I uploaded it to the gallery. So if you want Belle and the Beast Castle, you can go download that now or watch the video and then go do it. I've tried to do this build as accurately as possible based on images from the actual movie, the original animated movie. So the layout is what I assume it would be based on that. You can see in the images that there is a kitchen in here. You can see through the doorway and you can see a cabinet. So obviously the kitchen is located here. And same with the other room. It's basically what it is. I knew there was a window seat there based on the screenshots from the movie. Here is all made up. The stairs I did fix later on because, as you can see, you probably noticed you can't use them the way that they're currently made. Anyway, Maurice's room here is made up. Don't know what that looks like. As well as the washroom, which for some reason the video for that disappeared, so you're not going to see a video walkthrough of it. But we'll take a look at the overview of everything in a few minutes. So as mentioned, these stairs have been redone so that they work. It let me build it this way, not in the BB move object mode. So I don't know why in the end it decided, no, you can't. Why let me? And then tell me I can't. That's mean. Anyway, I fixed it so it's usable. Upstairs here, you might have seen a flash of beams. Those beams are there when I filmed this section of it. They just disappeared, but they are there. So you'll see that as well later on. And now the back here, I didn't put stairs here, but I did update this after as well, because of course you can't get up that little foundation bump without a step or grading or anything like that. Anyway, moving on, in the basement here, we saw Maurice's workstation and then just regular basement stuff that you would probably have in your little cottage. In here, we have the actual hot water tank. The other one was the pretend furnace looking thing that was his contraption that he made. Anyway, I tried to do something to make it look realistic to that. I also wish that they let you put the sprinklers in the gardens like this, because look, that looks so much better. But of course he's like, I can't do anything with that. That's dumb. So I had to put one on either side so that it still waters everything. And sidetrack, let's look at a bunny. That's adorable. Anyway, I've upgraded that. I've gone through to make sure that everything works and he can get around his home and he can sit in his garden bed if he wants, apparently. Everything is good to go, so you can download it and play. I know he's probably busy with inventing things, but I gave him some chickens and a cow to take care of also, including this garden, so he's got a lot of extra things to do. He probably loves it, so it's fine. Anyway, this is the stair fix here. I had to put like the full flight of stairs angled at the top, but it did let me keep the platform base in the basement, so that's fine. Unfortunately, because of that, it was open on the side here, so I had to put a short little wall so that you can't see into the basement. So that kind of sucked, but I mean, that doesn't look original to the actual cottage itself, but that's what I had to do to allow him to go upstairs. Which brings us to this fix as well. The roof was open there because of the stairwell, so I had to figure out some sort of way to like cover it so it doesn't look like, you know, you're just looking up into the attic. So what I figured is I could use some build mode items to cover those holes and he can still get up there and everything works, so it's good. I used this beam here to go underneath this wall. So this wall is actually attached to the chimney up top here. So obviously it's not a real chimney because there's stairs under here, but this wall was showing underneath, so I had to put a beam to hide that. And then I've taken these, which are these pieces here, and I've sized them up and then just kind of covered the area here. I needed 2 of them. And then it sort of looks like part of the wood ceiling. I guess I could have used the beams all the way across, but that just would have taken forever. So if you want to do that, sure, go ahead, do it. But I didn't want to get into that. Really, when you're playing it, you're not even going to care about this and not even notice it. So it's whatever. But while filming and showing it, it just looked like a gaping hole and it was ugly. So I did something about it. Now we'll just see Maurice use the stairs to show you that he doesn't hit his head. He can go up there. He has zero problem other than he walks through a door. So it's whatever. Here's the beams real quick, and then we're going to move on and look at the floor plan. So overall of everything. So as you come up to the house, there's a mailbox here with a little book library beside it. So up the path into the house or around here to the fake cellar door or around the side, I have put a well over here. I should have actually used this well for Snow White's castle, but I didn't, so whatever. Coming in here is the horse pen. He should have a lean-to built somewhere because in winter, I assume he's going to get cold. I don't know. You could put it over here, or like, I don't know, build it better in here. This is just what I've done based off of the actual build itself. That's what it looked like all Philippe had, so that's all he gets. Anyway, down this path here is where the cow is, and there's some chickens over here. It just seemed to fit the house, so I've put them in there. Down a path here, we come to the back of the house where there's the garden built up, and there's the clothesline back there as well. And then, of course, I've mentioned the 2 sprinklers that I had to put in between the gardens, so that'll keep them watered so that you don't have to keep watering them. Now, down another path here, there are bees back in the forest, so that's fun. And now we will take a look at the house itself. We have the 2 chimneys up top. One is in an accurate spot, and one should really be moved over here, but that's all right. It is what it is. Anyway, moving down, Belle's room is actually in an attic space. So you can't see when you're down in this mode without putting the walls fully down. You can't really see everything, so we'll just do that right now so you can. You come up the stairs here, and you have Belle's room. She has the full use of the attic. The full use of the attic. Oh, man. Anyway, she's got a dresser up there, seating areas, and like her clothes and mirror and all that fun stuff. Now we are going to jump back down the stairs to the main level here. So of course I've tried to do this as accurately as possible based on the images. So when you come in the entrance here, there's a bit of seating here. There's a dresser on this wall with green lights up here. There's a shelf on the wall and a fireplace, and you can see a bench on this side. So obviously from the outside view, you can tell that that bump out is meant to be a seating area. So it's a bench there. So I've done that as well. The kitchen back in here, the stairs to go downstairs behind here. And then we have a hallway in the back, and you can sort of see the washroom here, basic washroom. Anyway, down the hall into Maurice's room here that's been all done up. There's him trying to get into his bed. He's going to take a nap. Anyway, I did unlock debug items in this build because I needed this water wheel thingy, majigger, whatever those are called. I can't think of it right now. Water wheel is what's coming to my brain. Anyway, I've used some items to make it look like it's sticking out of the side of the house. And if you bump down, it looks like it's going to the water heater. So that's accurate. Anyway, down in the basement, just basic stuff like, you know, his nectar making station and his sink with wash bin to do his laundry. He has some art supplies here because I gave him the artist trait, painting or whatever it is. He's a creative guy, so he probably does that as well. He does a lot of stuff. Anyway, he's got his workbench here with his weird furnace thing that he made for the fair. I just made it out of a water tank because nothing else looked like that contraption. So that's what that is meant to be. Anyway, I wish you could actually use the cellar doors. That would be really cool. I was trying to figure out a way to do that, but of course I can't. So unfortunately, they're just fake, but it's still cool. He also has nectar supply bins in his furnace room, as well as the bin so that you can put decorations on your house or take them off when they show up if you have the seasons pack, which can be really annoying sometimes. Now, some things that I've upgraded that you might have noticed in the initial videos that we're going through. I did put a stump here to put the hose on because it was just sitting in front of this other tree, not doing anything. And I did raise the grade here so you can get into the basement. Otherwise, you cannot with this raised foundation sort of style going on. Anyway, it works now, so he can just climb up here, go in the back, because of course you can't use the cellar doors, which totally sucks. Now we'll just watch Maurice be crafty for a minute, and then we'll check out the next update. Another quick update I did was fix the bench in here. So this window seating, the way I built it before was weird. I don't know why I did that when I could have just done this. So I've updated it. Yes, the pillows are huge. You can size them down again if you want. But for now, they look like that. So there's not really any more updates coming other than I did, as I said earlier, upload the Beast Castle that I built into the gallery, so you can go check that out as well. It is a massive build. There is a ton of detail. I did do the 3-story. Oh, Maurice is standing in manure. That's cool. Sims are fun. Anyway, the castle is the 3-story library, and there is a video on it earlier on in my videos. If you want to take a look at that, you can see it from this property as well. So that's fun. We'll see that in a little bit. Maurice is just going to creepily walk past the screen here. Okay. You can see the castle here poking up near the top left of the screen. We're going to zoom out a bit more so you can see it a little better. Unfortunately, I can't click on Maurice and tell him to just take a horse ride over there. You have to actually click travel, which is really annoying because it's right there. He should be able to just, go through the forest, have some wolves chase him and get lost, and then end up locked in a tower. Anyway, that's not going to happen, so just download it and lock him in the tower yourself. See, he should just be able to walk right up here, right up in this area here, but he doesn't. Anyway, Maurice is going to go visit his daughter because she lives in the castle with the beast who is no longer a beast, and yeah. Here he goes. You'd think he'd be better at riding horses.